I don't think he's very bright.
He has the world's biggest ears.
Pathetic.
Lazy.
OSO. The nightmare of my life. Hi, my name is George, and I hate dogs. OSO arrived at a little hut that we were staying in San Juan del Sur. My 5-year-old daughter dragged this pathetic looking creature into the house and said, "I'm in love with this dog." And I said, "That's great. And I'm going to take the dog to Canada." And I said, "You can take the dog to where we live on Ometepe Island, but under no circumstances is that dog going to Canada." And everybody agreed. They said, okay.
My dad, he didn't actually want him to come back to Canada. He doesn't really like dogs or cats really a lot. So it was basically my mom's and my decision. He was against the idea, I think.
So as things went along, they changed their mind. So to get the dog out of the country required 3 days of me traveling on what they call chicken buses to get the proper documentation. You cannot take animals out of Nicaragua unless they have all this spectacular paperwork. So I went to Grenada, I went to Managua, and I spent days getting this paperwork done, and shots. Like, the poor dog had like so many shots, I can't believe it survived. And then we had to buy a carrier, which cost $600, and I'm screaming and crying the whole time.
If I hadn't rescued him, he would probably have died because he was starving and he was covered in ticks and fleas, and it was really disgusting. He was really, really skinny and tied up so he couldn't go look for any food. So he would have probably died.
So we got OSO to Canada. And none of the paperwork was necessary. The whole thing was a disaster. And so the OSO is like incredibly popular. And I don't really know why, because he doesn't know any tricks.
He used to like shake a paw and stuff, but he's gotten really lazy, so he doesn't do very many tricks anymore.
You haven't taught him any tricks.
No, my gosh. OSO doing tricks?
He barks incessantly all through the night. You can't sleep. You know, but people love OSO.
Did they tell you about the time that he had an encounter with a rooster?
Oh, yeah.
No, they didn't.
Oh. One day, you want to tell
Well, Karen told me this story. One day she heard him yelping piteously, and she thought, oh, he must have been hit by a car. And so anyway, but it turned out that a rooster had chased him. So poor little OSO hadn't lived it down yet.
So everyone falls in love with OSO. He's in a lot of films, quite often by accident. He'll just walk through the set and, you know, usually gets a good holler and a hoot. But this is big for him, like to actually finally star in his own film. He's always wanted to star rather than being, you know, kind of a bit player. But no, so he's pretty stoked. He told me last night, actually. Actually, all night long he told me. Outside barking. My wife said, that's too bad they're going to make a movie about the dog tomorrow because he might be dead.
He makes me laugh just to look at him. So I think that's a great thing. He's performing a great service. He puts a smile on people's faces.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And actually, you know, to be honest, I do have a soft spot for OSO. But not that soft. That's about it. That's my dog. Shoot him!